Hey everyone, Aparna here, back with day 29. Yes, I forgot to record day 28, which is what I'm talking about here, and we will move on with day 29. However, I feel I need to explain what happened. Yesterday was I set up the camera, I set up everything, and I was all set. And well, all set, but I forgot to click the record button. So here I am today with day 29 and with no recording of day 28. It just happened, and I thoroughly enjoyed the process. It was just different. I, of course, thought that I was, you know, on camera and didn't realize till I finished it. I got up and I thought of, stopping the recording. And then I realized, oh dear, I didn't even click the recording button. So I apologize for that. However, I had a fantastic time painting day 28, and I came across a color, phthalo blue. I think I did show it in the first few seconds in this video, and it was really wonderful. I was looking into my drawers last week. I couldn't post many videos last week is because I was just wrapped up doing some stuff here, and I just couldn't get the time to paint. And whenever I did, I then did not get the time to give a voiceover, and things happened, and I could not really post the videos regularly as I thought. And I do apologize for that, because I did say that I wanted to do it, and I wanted to post every day. Well, that is not happening, but I'm okay with that. I have a lot of stuff going on in here. So we'll just move on with this painting. Really loved how I used the phthalo blue in the previous one, so I was actually planning to use phthalo blue in this painting as well. I think I used it a little bit, not much, but yes, really fell in love with that color. And I just happened to look around in my drawers, and I just came across the color. I didn't even know I had it. And as a matter of fact, I think I had a very strong feeling that I had some other blue with me, is because I was playing around with my watercolor, and I was kind of sorting my watercolors, and I came across phthalo blue, and that made me think that I probably have this color in my acrylics stash as well. Lucky for me, I found it, and thoroughly enjoyed, because it really gave a very different look to my paintings. It's not a color that I'm very familiar with, so experimenting with phthalo blue was really awesome, and I really enjoyed doing that. And I intend to dive into it more, because this color gave me many color combinations that I was really looking forward to. So I'm going to start using that color in acrylics as well as when I do my watercolors. So yeah, if you guys have a lot of colors like I do, then please do look around them and just use them up and have a fantastic time, because for me it was like coming across the color for the first time, because I did break the seal of seal of the tube. So I realized, wow, I never even used it. So I have no idea when I actually bought this tube, but anyway, it is what it is. And the brush, yes, what do I say about the brush? This brush is a fan brush, and I've been wanting to use a different brush for my trees, because I started feeling that all my trees have a same pattern. The size of the leaves were same, though I was using a flat brush as well as a filbert brush, sometimes different sizes, yet I kept feeling that the leaves were all similar. Some were just bigger, some were just smaller, yet they looked all similar. And last week I went through my huge box of brushes that I had, and I removed all the brushes from their packs, and I took them out and kept them next to me. I don't have any more brushes hidden in my drawers anywhere in my house, and or at least I hope so. I did my best to grab hold of all the brushes that I could see in front of me because I just want to use them up. And yeah, I bought them, right? I bought them so that I could use them. Now I am going to do that. And I just had a fantastic time with the previous painting, day 28, because I used this brush for that painting, and instantly I found something different kind of leaves, a different depth to my paintings. And in this painting, day 29, today I've been using the fan brush as well, because it really is giving me tiny leaves, and the overall look of the painting is different from what I have been painting so far. So I'm really happy how this thing is coming out. I have an entire set of fan brushes of different sizes. I was a little bit worried that the camera will be it will be an issue with the camera because the handle of the brush is pretty long, but I think it was not as bad as I thought. I do apologize. Maybe sometimes the screen might have been moving a bit, like focusing and refocusing itself, and but I think it was not as bad as I thought. So yeah, it is what it is. But I really enjoyed using two new supplies that I had and had barely used them. The fan brush, I do remember using it long time ago, and as you know, I'm doing acrylics after a very long time, so a lot of things are coming back to me in the form of muscle memory, and that's why I encourage you all so much to keep in touch with art, to practice every day or as often as you can, because muscle memory is very important. When I started painting acrylics after a very long gap, I was struggling, and this particular series, I started with this particular series after a long time, and the challenge was not just doing acrylics after a long time but also applying acrylics on paper. But I had fun and I trusted the process. I was apprehensive. I was not sure how it's going to go. Like, there was a part of me that was thinking, oh my god, have I forgotten acrylics? Like, what did I do for so long? I had questions, but knowing the process, knowing that yes, this is very normal to feel after not in being in touch with this medium for a long time, I persevered through the stages. And I have to agree that when I look at my sketchbook, the paintings I made in the beginning, I could see a struggle there, but I enjoy the process. That's why I stayed put and I kept going on. But yes, there was a sense of struggle, and every painting that I am making now, especially the one today, I felt more and more comfortable. It was like my muscle memory kind of came back, and it kind of was telling me, yes, this is how I used to approach acrylics, and this is what you're supposed to do, and just keep learning, keep enjoying, just keep going forward. So I kept with that. I went on with it, and right now what you see me do, I so wish I had one more rock out there. It's just staring at me like a sore thumb right now, but it is what it is. Like I have mentioned, that's the phthalo blue that I was talking to you about, my current favorite color. So I did apply the phthalo blue, and I think you will see me layering up and I'm having a fantastic time. I'm getting into details very slowly, but I'm doing that. I consider this sketchbook as kind of sketchbook paintings as kind of thumbnails. I know this is not a thumbnail, this is far from a thumbnail. Thumbnails are very tiny, they are mostly done in sketches, or even if it is color, it's mostly like blocking in of colors, and doing a value study, a compositional study, just to know a design study for a painting. So this is not exactly like a thumbnail. However, for me, I'm just looking at it from a different angle. I want to paint big in future with acrylics, and when I say big, I want to start painting in A2 size canvases. So far I've been only doing till A3. I have couple of artworks I had to do for an exhibition. They are pretty big, they are like 18 to 100. However, I have only like couple of them to do, and I don't have space at home. That's another issue. So I cannot really go for such large sized canvases. And I want to start doing A2 size because I do have folders for them, and I do paintings on of acrylic with on why are words so hard today? What was I saying? Yeah, the A2 size canvases, I do them on canvas rolls. So I have folders where I can create and I can store it without any issues of space. So that's my aim. So what I thought about doing is I'm going to use these sketchbooks are A5 size. So I'm going to do paintings how much I can. I will give details how much I can. They are not very big, as you can imagine, so I don't want to give a huge amount of details. However, I want to create something that I can use as a thumbnail. Like for example, these two paintings that you see here, I intend to make bigger paintings of these two as well. So I'm going to use these as my reference pictures. I do have the original reference picture, but they are slightly different. They don't have purples in it, they don't have reds in it. I really am gravitating towards adding different colors and not just copying the reference anymore, because I don't know, I just don't feel like doing that. But I do need references to see light and shadow, the values. They help with the with the painting. So I will be using them. I will be using the reference pictures, but I will be adding more purples and different colors to my paintings. And that is something I can do only on a sketchbook, because honestly I have never done something like this. I've always been looking at a reference picture and painting that. I just choose the elements from the painting, I don't choose everything in there. I will sometimes change the reference picture a bit, and Pixels and Pixabay, they have beautiful reference pictures, so often and on I don't really have to do it. But I do make color choices, but they are pretty realistic in how I represent it. But now I feel like trying something different. I want to add more purples in my shadows, I want to add more blues in the background, and I want those colors to be more visible. I don't know if my style is changing, or am I looking at things in a different way? I don't know. And right now I so wish I would have kept the sketchbook straight. I keep feeling that I that it is not correct, but it is it's actually pretty straight. I just wish I had been keeping this sketchbook straight. It just looks so weird in this video. I do apologize. It happens with me when I just zone out. I'm just into it, and I just tend to forget that I am filming, and this happens then. So anyway, never mind. I loved how the water came. I love emerald green. No, it's not emerald green. I think this is hooker's green, and really loved how this entire thing looked. So this is going to give me a fairly good idea about what I'm going to do when I start my bigger canvas. I will be adding more trees, and I will be increasing the values here a lot. I wish the tree that I made on the left corner was not geometrically correct. Is that a word? No, not geometrically correct. That's not what I wanted to say. I think what I want to say is symmetrical. There seems to be a kind of symmetry between these tree trunks, and I think I don't really like that, because in nature things are not very symmetrical. So I think I'm going to make it a little different when I make the bigger one. But these small paintings will definitely help me understand how I'm going to proceed with the bigger ones. So I am looking at these paintings as a mini thumbnail version. That's why I call them a thumbnail, and that is also the reason why I don't really make an effort to correct them, because it's okay. It's a sketchbook. I don't have to be perfect in here, but I can study these paintings that I have made, and I can see what all changes that I can make, and I can just do them when I do the bigger canvas, right? Similarly, on the left side, I feel that there is a difference. There's a sudden stop between the green area and the yellow area. That is the background. When I make the bigger canvas, then I will make a change there and make sure that a little bit of yellow is carried on the left side, and a little bit of the phthalo blue, which I mixed with other colors with yellow to get that green, I will pull it towards the yellow. So I will try my best to create a balance in there. So I'm going to use these paintings like this in future, and that's why I always say use your sketchbooks, have a fantastic time, use it as a way to learn, because this is how I'm going to do it, and I'm very sure that it's going to help me a lot when I start doing my bigger canvases. And it is giving me an opportunity to play around. Now you can see here me adding purples. I did add a little bit of burnt sienna in it because I wanted it to sort of stay a little bit warmer as well, because they are stones, so I didn't quite see and they're not fading into the background. So I was experimenting to see how it feels if I make the stones a little bit more purple in front, and yeah, experimenting, not knowing what is going to happen. I wasn't sure I liked the purple color in front, because I think purple colors are best when it is done on the background, because then it gives a receding kind of a illusion, because things that go on the back, they are generally have more of a bluish purplish tone, and they look prettier that way. And I should have given a bit more darker values to the ones in front. So this is what I learned, and this is what I'm going to carry forward to my next painting, when I make the bigger version, or when I start painting the next painting. And I can absolutely make changes even now if I want to. But no, I don't think I'm going to do that, because this is just experimenting. This is a place where I would like to make mistakes and understand what mistakes I have made, so that I do not, make them when I do the bigger paintings. And here I was trying to add a little bit of white, yellowish white to see if I can get that wet look. I didn't really get it, but I tried. So I'm going to try it all over again, maybe in some other painting, to see if I can get that wet rock look here. But I enjoyed this process so much. I was having a fantastic time, also knowing the fact that I have just few more pages left. I think if I manage to paint every day starting today, then next Monday I should be able to be doing my last painting, the 40th painting, and I cannot wait for that to happen. However, I'm taking things a bit slow and steady and enjoying the process along with it, not pushing myself too hard. I have loads of things on my plate right now. Kid is going to go to university, lot of stuff that needs to be taken care of. However, I am doing 100 days, no, not 100 days, 180 days drawing challenge of my breakfast. Talk about making life hard. I love those things. And here I didn't really manage to do paintings for 40 days, but I have high aims. I have high aims, and I intend to absolutely enjoy every bit of it. So I'm going to keep doing that. I wanted to finish one of my diaries. Oh, diaries. I don't know why I call sketchbooks as diaries, but maybe it is a diary. I am drawing sketching my breakfast. So yes, I guess it is a kind of diary, right? It is personal. I'm showing what I'm eating every day. It has actually made me aware of what I am having in breakfast, and I think I am willing to make some changes in there. And I did that after seeing my sketchbook. Yes, I guess it does make it a little bit more like a diary right now. So I hope you guys get inspired to pick up your diaries, your sketchbooks. Yes, your sketchbook does become your diary. I just realized that. And because you have memories that you create, you get to know what you are doing all day. That is, if you paint, if you draw, everything. I don't, but I would really like to do that. It will also show what all things you have at home, right? So grab your sketchbooks, have a fantastic time. Don't worry about what you're creating. Enjoy the process. That's more important. Enjoy the process and have an absolutely fantastic time. So I hope you like this video. If yes, then please do like, share and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.